What's up, world? This is WeNeeda5th. This your man Mo. Got my man Hill in the building.
Checking in.
Got my man P in the building.
What's happening?
Fellas, I want to start off with the NFL. I know this is crazy, but I think it's the only topic we got it in this area. I want to talk about Travis Hunter. You're hearing a lot of rumors, a lot of stories about, hey, he needs to choose a position. That his draft stock might be hurt because he's insistent on wanting to play both sides of the ball, all the snaps. What are your guys' thoughts on how the NFL should see Travis Hunter and how he should be used? Should he be the NFL's version of Shohei Ohtani? Should a team be courageous enough to try to promote him as such and try to use him as such? I know that's a lot.
Not really. I think the NFL is still going off of old practices. The players have evolved. The talent has evolved. I think you saw specks of it with Charles Woodson a little bit, having some offensive plays. Dion every now and then you sprinkle a reverse or something like that. But, I mean, to me, you'd be cutting off Travis's legs if you don't utilize both. You know, I've actually evolved myself. I always thought, like, if you're good at one thing, that makes you, good at one thing. If you're good at a lot of things, and 9 times out of 10, you're not good at any of those things. Trav's a special talent. I think the speed of evolution of the two-way player, and why not let it start with him? My frustrations usually are, if you're a football player, professional football player, and the ball's thrown to you on defense, why are you not intercepting? Like, catching is a natural skill that I think we all have as kids. And you've been playing it for so long, why isn't it so easy? You know what I mean? And Travis makes it look easy on the stage, which we saw him on. We can only grade him on what he did in college. Just to assume that he wouldn't be able to translate here, I just think it's just a fear that we all been living with for a long time. I would actually be happy to have him as a two-way player. I've come around to that now.
Hey,
Yeah, I just say let him be great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even saying it's going to work, but I would love to see it. Like, we'll never know unless you let him try to do it. And like you say, I think, obviously being a wide receiver helps with his ball skills as a corner immensely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Every time you see a cornerback drop a ball, that seems like it was thrown to them on purpose. And, you growing up, they always said, well, now we know why he plays defense.
Right. No, it's
because he has no hands. So, I would love to see it. I think, people just, just got to let them be great. I think it's kind of just, like you said, kind of just going against the old guard or the old thinking way. Like, if he could do it, why wouldn't you let him do it? So I'm all for letting Travis play wide receiver and defensive back at the next level.
And I think that I gotta give thanks to you and Mo over that with Ohtani. You know what I mean? I was like, let him do one thing. But the man is just great talent. You know what I'm saying? And I think I myself, by saying that, was holding back greatness. We need to see these people be the best players or the optimal. I want to see optimal potential out of everyone in the league. If that's what it is with Travis, please let him be great.
Yeah, I think, we'll see, to be determined in Travis thing, but like Shohei, like, don't penalize him for being great. Don't penalize me because you can't do it.
Right.
No one that you've ever seen could do it. I possibly can't do it. So, it'll be interesting to see which team he goes to and, how they play him.
And I think it's just a matter of NFL team being courageous enough to do it. And the blueprint's already out there. Deion Sanders already showed you how you could get it done, and you want to look at two teams that were able to successfully get it done with him. You look at San Francisco with, Bill, what they were able to do with Deion. And you look at Dallas when they had him, what they were able to do with Deion, and I would just copy and rinse and repeat what they did, or at least take some of those concepts or some of those ideologies that both of those teams used when they had Deion, and used him on both sides of the ball. I think it would be a travesty if they don't allow him to at least do that. Of course, he's asking to do a little bit more than what Deion was asked to do as far as playing every snap, but give it a shot. You have a little successful blueprint from the past to draw from.
And you think about it, it's a seamless transition. I mean, just think about us as kids, from growing up playing concrete, two-hand touch and tackle, to if you're playing Pee Wee League or high school league, you're playing both ways. Mm-hmm. Pause. But you know what I'm saying? Like you until college, it gets broken. You know what I mean? I think if it continued, I think this wouldn't be as so taboo looked. You know what I mean?
Now, do you guys think that part of the issue is, hey, the NFL's image of trying to be more concerned about player safety and possible CTE and all that, the ramifications of him playing both sides of the ball? Hey, that means you're playing twice the number of snaps as the average NFL player. And the average NFL player is in danger of being hurt, severely and stuff like that through the course of their career. So he's doubling his chances of being hurt severely. Do you think that that's part of the equation as far as these stories are concerned?
Hell no.
Right.
I don't think the NFL cares about their players.
No.
I think they care about now. If you're telling me the perception, I still say hell no, because I don't think the public perceives Travis Hunter playing both positions as dangerous. Mm-hmm. As not as far as the CTE thing goes. That's getting injured, yes. I don't think the NFL cares about their players, so I don't think this would be an issue for them.
To me, with the NFL is I don't skydive. Why I don't skydive? I think it's dangerous. You know what I mean? Like if I say today I'm going to jump off a cliff, and then I say tomorrow I want to jump off a cliff 2 times, I'm just doubling my chances to die on the first time. To me, it's just it's a dangerous sport, playing Russian roulette. You put in more bullets in a gun, okay, you have more chances to die. It could be one bullet. Because you're playing the game, the chance is always there. It's a dangerous sport. So, NFL, these guys.
Now, let me ask you guys this last question on this one.
Go ahead.
Where would you guys draft Travis right now?
For me, I would draft, because I can't get past Abdul Carter right now, so I would draft Travis, depending on the team and the needs.
All right, let me rephrase that question.
Mm-hmm.
What's the lowest you see Travis going?
Probably 5.
Agreed.
So that's the lowest y'all think that he should fall. 5.
The Heisman Trophy winner. Did he win or should have won? Did he win Biletnikoff?
Yeah, you know me and the awards.
Yeah, I mean, but
I think he's the best player in the draft. But like you said, that you got to look at your needs. If you don't have a franchise quarterback, and you think Cam or Shador are franchise quarterbacks, that's what it is. But him and Carter, it's tough. I think this, you need a pass rusher in this league, so that's tough. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't be able to pass him up.
Would you
other players?
Would you call him a shutdown corner?
Well, I mean, in a collegiate level, yeah.
College, absolutely.
But he might win against maybe 1 or 2 elite receivers in college. He's gonna have to do that for 16, 17 games this upcoming season, so it might be different. So I wouldn't give him that tag at the next level. Yeah, you got to earn that.
All right, hit us up on social media: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification button so you know when the next video is coming out. And don't forget, you can subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to your podcasts. And you can hit us up directly at WeNeeda5th@gmail.com. Let us know what you think Mr. Hunter should do. Should he continue to try to be a two-way player? How low do you think he'll be drafted? Hit us up. Fellas, NBA. We haven't really talked too much about the major trades the Lakers and Golden State have made, and the impact of those trades. I want to talk about those two teams right now. The Lakers are 7-2 since trading for Doncic, and they're currently in the 3rd seed position in the West. And the Golden State Warriors are currently 7-1 since trading for Jimmy Butler, and they're in the 7th seed.
Then they lost last night, though, right?
Yeah. That's the one.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's the second one.
That was the
Second one. I think the Lakers might have one loss.
No.
They have two with Doncic? Okay. I think Golden State does have two, though.
Yeah, but you know, it's
But Jimmy didn't play.
Yeah, Jimmy didn't play last night, and you know, I think it's an upgrade, obviously, the Jimmy Butler trade, but I think it makes them a playoff team. To me, they were like a non-playoff team.
I had them 12th preseason.
Right, so it makes them a playoff team. The Lakers, this might get them the 2nd seed. It looks like, and I think what helps is that Dallas, because I like the trade a lot for Dallas, but they're not healthy.
Yeah.
So I think the Lakers could, you know, I could see them getting home court advantage in the playoffs.
And just be clear, like they had started making the turnaround before the Doncic trade. They were playing well. They were on a nice little win streak. I think they had just beaten the Knicks prior to the Doncic trade without Anthony Davis. What amount of credit are we going to give to J.J. Redick?
Rob Pelinka? I mean, I've been killing him. I mean, you got Luka. I mean, JJ was having a okay year prior to it with me, and then with the last maybe before Luka, the last maybe 6 games before Luka got there, they started to play a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got JJ like a good coach, but Rob gets such flowers for me right now. You're landing Luka Doncic was enough for me, you know, for the next 10, 15 years. So that's a plus. I was a little scared.
Okay. I only mentioned JJ because it seems like they're playing better on the defensive side of the ball.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
That was a concern before Luka got to the Lakers, and I think it became a more highlighted concern once he got to the Lakers, especially since you're losing, you know, a defensive standout like Anthony Davis, and you know your efforts to try to secure a big before the trade deadline with Charlotte and whatnot. I'm impressed, to be honest. I think right now they're in the top 10 as far as defensive efficiency and defensive standings, team standings.
You need Rui back.
Yeah.
You need him back for that defense. But Jared Vanderbilt, Jackson Hayes, LeBron James, these guys, I know, the defense looks much better.
And I kind of want to bring our fans into our world. You know, we were having a conversation the other night, and I heard you say something about LeBron James that I think people would be shocked to hear from you. Can you repeat what you said that night? I mean, I don't know if you remember it.
I was wrong.
What happened?
I was wrong.
Inebriated.
I was wrong. In other words.
Say that again, brother. Say it with your chest, man. Oh, man.
In other words, with the great Steve Smith Sr., I'm sorry.
Wow. The other day, just because he doesn't want to admit it now. You know, he actually said
Yeah,
that.
LeBron James is playing out of his mind. I was wrong. LeBron James was good. Go figure.
Go figure,
this
America.
just in.
Go figure, world.
That kid from Akron has game.
It only took 2 decades.
to convince him. Let's go Golden State. Jimmy Butler. Some people have said that hey, he's activated, Steph Curry, or at least giving him another option or offense, or another outlet or another person that hey, the defense has to respect and can't necessarily leave alone, or when they leave alone, he can make them pay. Do you guys agree with that? Do you think hey, this is something that they can, turn into a resurgence of Golden State basketball culture, championship contending teams? Because right now they're 7-2 without Kuminga.
Yeah, I don't think my thoughts. I don't think Kuminga's as good as everybody else thinks he is.
Wow.
But like I said, I think they're a playoff team now. That's it. Championship now.
Hill, you don't think they can make a play for the championship?
No. I think they could be an entertaining playoff team. I got them losing whatever first round matchup they're in.
Why not?
I don't think they're big enough. You need something besides Kayvon Looney. I'm not a fan of their summation of parts. I don't think they're a good team. Okay. So they're playing well. Steph's playing out of his mind right now, but I have Golden State as an early out. But having Steph Curry, Draymond, and Jimmy Butler is good enough core to make an exciting run.
Are you with P as far as the impact of Kuminga coming back and adding to that group?
I'm a Kuminga guy. So if you have Jimmy Butler posing a threat with Steph Curry, if you get playoff Jimmy, and have less stress on Jonathan Kuminga, I think it could be helpful. They like I said, they get. I think they're good enough team to be in it within the last maybe 2 minutes. But I don't think they're a good enough team to close out a game within the last 2 minutes. I could see Golden State winning, being ahead by 12, and then later losing it. Like I said, I don't. Good teams don't lose in the last 2 minutes. I think they're not there.
I don't know why, but I think they could be a hard out for in the playoffs. I think depending on their matchup, I think if they get the right matchups, they could be a hard out. I think if they catch one of these young teams like Houston or
there's 7 now, so they would get who? Denver?
7.
I don't think they could beat Denver or the Lakers.
Nah.
So
they don't want to go 8th. They can't beat OKC. Right?
I think people are speeding, man. Like it's good. I'm glad for Steph. I like this. I think he's reinvigorated, and I like this. He's one of the all-time greats. I think he's reinvigorated. So I think even if it's falsely, I think he thinks they could probably win a championship. Draymond already said they are going to win a championship.
Nice.
But I don't see it. I just don't think they're talented enough.
Yeah,
that's it.
Agreed.
All right, and let me take it back to the Lakers and put you guys on the record. Do you think that they're a championship contender team right now as they're composed?
They could be. They're to me, they're the scariest team in the West for me right now. The other ones are who they are. Denver, OKC. If Houston had a little bit more experience, I would have them skip. But they're playing. I don't know how much longer I can rule out Houston if they keep winning. But LeBron and LeBron in the playoffs with Luka. That's asking a lot from any team.
And with a surging AR,
Rui, they have a good team. I mean, they're one big away from me having them favorites. I listen. I should get credit because I said I love this Laker team. I said it's probably the most talented team in the league. So
we laughed at you.
They're finally getting the show. They're finally getting the show, man. This team is good.
Want to talk just a little bit about the teams that were involved with the trades with these two teams. Dallas, it seems like they just stepped on the misfortune landmine as far as, injuries are concerned and stuff like that. But Kyrie's been able to, keep the boat from totally going totally under. Trying to keep them afloat. What do we think of their chances of just making the playoffs at this point? I think at this point they're in the 11th or 10th position in the West. Anthony Davis should be available sometime in later on this month or April. Do we think that Kyrie can do enough with the team that he has to keep them in the playoff hunt? And do we think they'll make the playoffs?
For Nico's sake, I hope so.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough because they're missing 4 of their front line players, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be tough. I guess more because I'm a Kyrie fan. Yes, I'm hoping. And hopefully AD comes back when you say, and so does Lively and Gafford.
That front court.
I think they just need to get in.
Oh my gosh!
I think they could beat whoever. If they get a 7-8, I think they could beat the higher seed as long as it's not OKC. I think they could beat the Lakers. I think they could beat Denver. So I think for Dallas, the key is just to get in. And like you said, can they? That's the big question. Can Kyrie hold the fort down until their bigs get back?
Now, let me ask this question. If Dallas is fully healthy, what are they in the West?
You mean as far as rankings?
A formidable out.
I think they might be the
4 or 5.
I think they might be the second best team.
Oh,
I'm to me, Kyrie and AD on the same team is crazy. Then you got Gafford, Derek Lively, Washington on our front line. Klay Thompson is there too. So. I really like the Dallas Mavs. If you haven't noticed already, for what I'm saying.
And Christie, Max.
Yeah, Max Christie.
And Dinwiddie.
Yeah, Spence.
Yeah, I think they're
team,
deeper
man.
pause than Dallas. I mean, Denver or the Lakers. It's just that the Lakers have Luka and LeBron. that's what it is, and they have surrounding parts also. But yeah, I really like really like the Dallas team. Yeah.
Hill, you said what right? 4?
I got them 4 or 5. Yeah,
4 or 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the other team, Miami Heat. I think they're currently 8th in the East. Hold on, let me just check that.
Yeah, I mean, no matter where they go, I got them. If they make the playoffs, that was the first
7th.
round. I see no way they win a playoff series.
Yeah, they're 7th in the East right now.
And that's if they hold on and actually make the playoffs.
That is an amazing job, I suppose, Drew.
Yeah.
You really don't like their team.
Not even don't like. Well, I don't even know who's their starting 5. I can't even tell you like their team. I can't name 5 players that start, and you're telling me the team? Bam, Tyler. Tyler, Bueller, they're in the playoffs.
I see no way that team gets out the first round. I think it's just a good job, a great job, just to be in the playoffs.
Is that a testament to the East? or great coaching by Spoelstra, or both.
Both could be true.
I think it's more great coaching, but yeah, the East is not the strongest in the world.
It's terrible. It's a bad team.
Wow.
All right, listen. Prior to not trading Jimmy, I was thinking Jimmy and Cooper Flag would be a nice get. Then they traded Jimmy, and they're still there. You know, Pat Riley and Spoelstra, they need tons of flowers.
Oh man, I want to move on to a team that probably should have made some moves before the trade deadline, but didn't really make any moves. Philadelphia 76ers finally decided to shut down Joel Embiid. He played 19 of the 58 games that he was available to play. First, let me get your thoughts on Sixers finally deciding to shut him down.
I mean, I don't need to see him again. I mean, if you shut him down for the rest of his career, I'm fine without seeing Joel Embiid. I haven't seen enough of him already, so what's the use? If you told me that Joel Embiid, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard stopped playing basketball today, I would not blink. And would not care.
Wow. I'll say it with your chest.
And these are all,
tell them how
to
you
me,
really
potential greats at one time. To now, I'm not having any of them in the Hall of Fame.
Wow.
I mean, it could be recency bias with me in disgust. I thought these guys were locks.
Yeah, I mean, Kawhi probably.
And they
Just
might
'cause
all
the
get
chip.
in.
Yeah, but I mean, our Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
And Kawhi's borderline. 'Cause he might just not have enough games played.
Right.
And the other two, they just not gonna have enough games played. Like that, you know. Yeah, they needed to shut him down. They're not good.
No.
So what is he playing for exactly?
I'm going to ask the obvious question because I think I know the answer from both of you guys. Was it a mistake to even allow him to play this season?
Yes, obviously.
Clearly.
Like that's why they shut him down now. They've figured out we didn't. You know, they have pretty much no chance of winning a championship. I actually like the roster if healthy. Even some of their role players are out. Even the rookie McClain, he's out. Lowry's been in and out. Numerous other players like Eric Gordon. So it's just been a mess, man. They pressured my man Podcast P out the game.
He's focusing on basketball, P.
The season started in November, so he wasn't focusing then. Like, what's going on? And the thing is, I'm a fan. I think we all are of both of the players. Like, I'm a big Joel Embiid fan, a big Paul George fan. But health has just derailed this team this season. So
we're realists. Like, we like to see the product. Like we don't like to assume the product. And if it's not going to be out there, then all right. So next year is what you tell me he's going to be what? When is he playing next year?
Yeah, not for
What
nothing.
are you doing?
If Paul George is playing with a nagging injury, I would shut him down too.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I even mentioned that a couple of shows ago. Hey, I would shut them both down for the rest of the season and try to get Cooper Flag if you even have a pick that you could use.
I don't think so.
Yeah, and that's the terrible situation in Philadelphia. Is I think most of their picks are with other people at this point, right?
Philly's gonna be a good pick, first round pick.
Yeah, Philly might be a lottery pick.
Hey,
They might have a lottery pick. I mean, they might not have one, but whoever they traded to may have one. And they just got to get healthy. I think that's it. Like that's Clippers knew what they were doing, man. They didn't want to give him. I think they didn't want to give him the extra year. They didn't want to give him a 3. He wanted 4. Whew, it looks like Philly's regretting giving him the 1.
Yeah, his best bet would have been to stay at the Clippers too. Clippers are playing well.
Financially, no, he did the right move.
Oh, yeah.
Because he got the 4 years. Because he got the Philly gave him the 4 years. But to win, definitely. The Clippers are actually doing well without him.
Fellas, let's talk about some of these young teams we've been talking about, and some of these young teams that I think we acknowledge that they're doing well, like the OKCs, Houstons of the world, but I don't think we really have confidence that they can be championship contenders.
Oh no! I got OKC winning it.
Oh,
okay. I'm all in. No disrespect to Boston, Cleveland, who are great teams, but I think OKC could win it.
Okay,
I'm not worried about the youth on this one. They just better.
I got them on a different plateau.
It's OKC, and then it's the West.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay,
I had them like that without Chet.
And I can't say you guys are wrong because they're first in the West right now, first in the league. So I can't say you guys are wrong. I feel like OKC is on that journey, and maybe last year was their hard knocks journey where they lose but they learn to win by losing. With that tough series they had with the Mavs that got them out of the playoffs. I think they're maybe one more loss away, from being that championship team. I think I agree with you guys as far as I think they will make it to the finals, but I think Boston will beat them. And it'll only be because Boston is a more mature team, more familiar what it takes to win in those circumstances. Whereas, OKC will come to the finals with totally fresh eyes. I don't believe anybody on their squad has any type of, deep playoff run experience.
Caruso.
Oh, yeah. Wow. But I think it'll be another, tough loss for them, but in the finals.
And that's not bad. I mean, making it to the championship game is not bad anyway. I mean, have a championship series, and losing to Boston at that, I wouldn't even feel bad. So Boston's a great team, and Cleveland's a great team. Losing either one of them, but I just feel that Shea has something unlocked right now, and you're adding Williams, you're adding Chet, Joe, Hardenstein. It's just a difficult puzzle to solve with these guys. And they're not – the winning is, let's just say, you close your eyes, don't even look at the wins. It's how they're winning. You know what I mean? They're double-digit, spreads on a given night.
Yeah. Wiggins is playing well. I just they're the opposite of Miami. I think they just have a lot of talent. It's no surprise to me why their record is what it is. They're good. They have talented players all across the board.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll see. But Boston and Cleveland, of course, are a problem.
Let's talk about Cleveland. Mm-hmm. You guys have mentioned them. They're currently first in the East. They're another young team. Had a difficult out. They lost to, oh my goodness. They lost to New York in last year.
Oh yeah.
Did they lose? No.
Or they lose to Indiana.
Indiana, excuse me.
I think they might lose to Indiana, right? I have to just double check. We'll double check that. Stab away, get on it.
Yeah. Cleveland. I think Cleveland is like the anti-small ball team at this point, right? With Jared Allen and Eric Mobley playing them both at the same time. Go figure. Tall people are pretty good at basketball. Yeah.
Do you think they're ready to take the king of the mountain? I still think, the East right now, everything's going to run through Boston.
I think they're Boston's biggest threat.
Mm-hmm.
Put it that way. Boston. And I'm thinking, I said OKC's going to win it. That's tough. But, I think they're the biggest threat to Boston. Just off the sample size of this season. You know, I think Milwaukee's a good team. I think the Knicks are a good team. But looking at the record, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
And we've been here with this guy before, and he's one of the more underappreciated superstars. They say Jason Tatum. Donovan Mitchell is an MVP caliber talent. And he's been doing this for years and just being overlooked. And you're adding Garland and all these other guys, but you have an MVP on your team, which a lot of, you know what I'm saying, he's their Shea. You know what I'm saying? He's their Tatum. He's their Anthony Edwards. And it's not seen that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's never missed the playoffs.
Nah, that's a lot.
Ever. He's never missed the playoffs.
That's a lot.
That should tell you the guy. If that's not a winning play, I don't know what is. Yeah, the whole MVP thing. Gave me 25 a game at Utah. Had the best record in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't even seriously considered for MVP. So I don't know what that is. Yeah, he's him and Tatum. I don't know.
With Cleveland, I feel the same way about them as I do about OKC. I think they're on that journey. I think they'll get to the Eastern Conference Finals. But I think Boston maturity will stand in the way of them getting to the finals. I think if they're able to, build off the momentum that they'll eventually create with this season, that they can be a legitimate championship contender next season. And I think the league will have to worry about them. But I just think, to your point, I think Donovan Mitchell's ready to make that next step, but I'm not sure about Garland. I'm not sure about Evan Mobley. You know what I mean? In those moments, are they ready to take that next step with him?
Just the playoffs is for.
Yeah, they will find out.
They're looking good now, I'll tell you that much. Pause. Yeah, that's it.
Another young team that we talked about, Houston.
If you ain't got a Thompson, find one. If you want to see if they have any other brothers, find one.
I know Jalen Green is
that's
your
my guy.
That
is my guy right now. Sengun.
You like this squad?
It's the Portland Trailblazers. That team is just stacked.
Circa early 2000s. People are like, what?
Which Portland Trailblazers?
Shout out to the Jailblazers.
Absolutely right. This is Y2K Adelman as well.
It is. I'm going to mention another coach, Ime Udoka. Is this kind of his defining marks on his resume?
No, and that's what I was alluding to. Is new age Adelman. Like Ime Udoka is just a winner. Yeah, the outside noise in personal life is, I think, what made people say they don't want to touch him. But coaching wise, guy's a good coach.
Okay,
I'll argue that.
Now I'm going to go to a couple of teams that are probably a little rougher to talk about. Let's start with the Orlando Magic.
Mm-hmm.
I think right now they're currently in the 8th position in the East.
Mm-hmm.
They started off the year a little rough with early injuries to Paolo Banchero. He just came back, I think, last month. What do we think about what this team could be?
They are what they are. They're, I think they're a playoff team, but they're first round and out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if they were healthy. I still think that,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest.
Hill, you on that?
Yeah, no. Orlando is, I like Orlando. Love Paolo. Living up to #1 status. But Contavious is hurt. I just don't think they have enough firepower. Jalen is hurt. Morris is out for the year. So they're just players short. There's firepower. It's injuries.
Yeah, shout out to, I was looking at this thing. I think from 2020 it was Ant. 2021 I want to say was Cade Cunningham, and 2022 was Banchero.
Mm-hmm.
All those teams hit. I mean, and all those players
definitely
did what a number one pick is supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
It pretty much went to the worst team, or one of the worst teams that won the lottery, and turned it around.
Yeah.
So shout out to those three.
Yeah, knocked it out the park. Word.
The three franchises that got lucky in my opinion. And those three players that put in the work. And Edwards, Cade Cunningham, Paolo. Good job. You know what I mean? They lived up to the billing.
Big facts.
I mean?
Big facts.
You mentioned Cade. Talk about Detroit. They're currently in the 6th position in the East. Mm-hmm. Look like they can make some noise in the East. What do you guys think about them as a playoff team, as a possible contender?
Oh, definitely not a contender. To me, they're like Orlando. It's a good story because we didn't expect it. Mm. But taking looking back at it, like Detroit, Orlando, same thing. You're on the cusp. You're getting better. You're a horrible team. Now you're respectable, so we'll see what they do. But definitely, I don't think neither one of them are contenders yet. Not for a championship, no.
Definitely. And shout out one of our viewers / brothers. I mean, big up Kyle, man. He was on Cade early. College-wise, Cade's that guy, and I was yelling about the guy in the G League, Jalen. We was going back and forth. Cade is the real deal.
And I don't think we've ever said that Cade wasn't talented.
I wasn't talented. I just said I didn't think he'd be this good, though. I did say some things about Cade. I was like, I don't think he would evolve into this. Cade is a serious deal. You know what I mean? He's a bona fide all-star.
Last team I want to talk about, Indiana Pacers. They're currently 5th in the East.
Miltos. I'm trying to say Miltos. It's just there, and they have a hard watch.
Yes.
I need them out possibly before the playoffs, which that won't happen, and it's an ugly matchup. Please do not give me Milwaukee, Indiana. I don't.
Right now, that's what you have.
How is that possible?
Milwaukee's 4th.
How is that possible?
And you know what? Because of my Giannis Dame fit, I can sit through Milwaukee.
Man.
Indiana, and I messed with Siakam for the Toronto run. Indiana, to me, they made it to the conference finals last year, which is like mind-boggling to me. But to me, I still look at them like Orlando and Detroit. Like I see how could they possibly win a championship?
Oh my God!
I don't see it. I think Halliburton's he's playing better now, but he kind of stepped back a little bit this year in his game. I just don't think they're that good. I mean, they're mediocre. I look at Indiana, I just see mediocre.
You're not a believer in Halliburton, Siakam, and Turner.
I believe
Turner, Mathurin, Connell, like they.
I believe this is where they should be. What is it, a 5th, 6th? Yeah.
5th seed.
Yeah, I guess. Detroit might even be better than them to me.
Another great coaching job.
Yeah. Indiana's they're just tough to watch.
Say it with your chest right now.
They just like even Siakam. I like Siakam, but I ain't trying to really stop what I'm doing and watch him play basketball.
This is bad. Aesthetically unpleasing.
Yeah, like
you can get of a basketball team.
Yeah, like him and Halliburton, their productivity is good. But watch I'm good on that.
Whatever you felt about Utah back in the days, this is it.
Pretty much a fast-paced Utah, which does nothing for me.
Ugh.
Before we get on to next subject, I want to send a shout-out to Juju Watkins. Hit us with a 30-point game last night. I just wanted to shout it out. Beat the number 2 team in the nation. And March Madness is coming up, so be prepared. We're going to be covering that.
One seed.
Hey.
Yeah, got to be now.
Definitely.
Yeah. On the road to greatness.
Yeah, I'm here for it. But, hey, guys, hit us up on social media. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification button so you know when the next video is coming out. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. You can hit us up directly at WeNeeda5th@gmail.com. Fellas, I want to give a couple of rest in peace shout outs.
Definitely.
Had a lot of people pass away this week. want to give a shout out to Gene Hackman. Passed away, actor,
Popeye Doyle.
Fridge Connection, Crimson Tide,
Lex Luthor.
The
Hello.
Firm.
The Firm, Michelle.
Luthor.
Yeah. So, but wow. Michelle Trachtenberg, she played in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Eurotrip. Yeah. She passed away.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to her. Rest in peace to the legend Roberta Flack. Passed away. And rest in peace to, I guess, Madison Square Garden.
Al Troutwig? I guess. Yeah,
Al Troutwig.
Rip Al Troutwig. Al Troutwig, absolutely.
Okay.
Chris Jasper.
Rest in peace, Chris Jasper.
Isley Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Caravan of Love.
Yep. And rest in peace, finally, to Angie Stone.
Oh, man.
Man, that was a shocker. Passed away a couple of days ago. So rest in peace. Sending our prayers, well wishes to their families. Yeah, rest in power. Before we get out of here, fellas, what's on the radar?
For me is a happy birthday to one of the the panel members, and Mo, for tomorrow his birthday. So
Yes, sir.
that's the blessing. We ain't gonna say the number,
Hey,
but just any time above the ground is a great thing.
A lot of candles.
just 20, just 21. P, what's on the radar?
Oh man, what was I about to say? Oh, Bobo.
Oh, playing well.
A man is getting
Playing
some minutes,
Playing well.
and he's playing well. Phoenix Suns. Looking at you, Phoenix Suns. Play him. You have nothing to lose. Your team is mediocre at best. Durant, Bill, Booker, Bobo. I keep forgetting the dude's name from Charlotte that you did. The center.
Is Zubac?
Nah, but anyway. Play Bobo. He's getting you like 20, 25 a night.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like offensively, I'm going on a Bobo rant. He's pretty much Chet Wemby offensively. Defensively,
Shout out
he's
Kyle.
He's
That's
nowhere
his
close
man.
to
That's his
them.
man.
Bobo is hooping out here.
Shout out Kyle.
Phoenix, play him. He may unlock your team.
Facts.
Bobo. So shout out to Bobo, man.
So on my radar, birthday.
It's big.
March Madness coming up. And I'm interested with Bobo fascinates me because I feel like there's a reason why he hasn't gotten playing time. But it seems like when he does get playing time, he gives you good numbers and whatnot. So I'm just fascinated by what's the conundrum with him. Why can't he get the opportunity a Chet Holmgren or even a Wemby gets to show his game or to succeed? So that's on my radar too. So I want to see what Phoenix do with him.
Also, Davis Roach, running back. Got a running back. Tank Davis Roach got to run that back.
Oh, yeah. And before we go, Hill, tell me how you feel about San Francisco 49ers trading Deebo Samuel to
Couldn't be happy.
Commanders.
Couldn't be happier. It's a win-win for me. Freeing up some money. I think it's ran its course in San Francisco. I think you should be happy where you play. You won't produce as much if you're not happy, and Deebo wasn't happy. And we could just start anew. And for my man Jade, Daniels has another weapon. So it's a win-win as in. But peace, Steve. Peace, Ayuk. That's
Wow.
no, absolutely. Let's get it.
Don't let the door hit you.
Dinner's on you,
No.
Brock. Dinner's going to be on you, Brock Purdy.
Oh, yeah.
I see what's
Oh, yeah.
I see what's going on.
Oh, yeah. Balls in your court, my guy.
All right. To all our fifths out there, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Peace.